Now on CoastTV News.
Milton's development debate, reactions to the Shell Brothers' new Milton community, the concerns and expectations of residents. Georgetown overpass effects, the wider impact of overpass construction, what it means for the community's future and your daily conveniences. And small business recap, the significance of local shopping on our economy.
Believe it or not, we could actually see temperatures and the wind chill factor drop to the teens. Tune in to CoastTV News at 6.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
A look from above at yet another subdivision coming to Milton. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Mallory Metzner. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with a look at the beginning stages of construction for more new homes.
That's new tonight, that growth concerns continuing in Milton, with 144 single-family homes about to be built in the Shell Brothers Miralawn community. CoastTV News reporter Tori Seagraves shows us why some are anxiously awaiting the project's progression.
Eleanor Allen lives directly beside the entrance to the up-and-coming Miralawn community. While there is a buffer in place for the new housing,
I'm right next to it, like I feel like I'm living in the construction zone.
And concerns of traffic on an already dangerous bend on Cool Spring Road meets the one entrance and exit to the development.
Maybe they shouldn't have bought this spot because of the dangerous curve. I've had many accidents in front of my home.
Other neighbors to the construction, like Paulette Hardy, says the town-wide change is to be expected.
Did you really think that you were going to move into a coastal area and have there be no growth, that your house was going to be the last house built? It is what it is, and that's it.
But when it comes to conserving the natural beauty everyone moves here for, Allen says it is happening all too quickly.
There were trees, really old, beautiful trees. I've seen deer running around their equipment and then running in the street.
But Hardy says the property is in the right place to bring more to the growing town.
I'm happy to see it growing. It's a lovely town, a lovely area. I had no idea that the Milton zip code was so huge, because I know we are right on the Lewis line. But grow away.
According to Shell Brothers, the homes in the Miralawn development will go on sale this week. I'm Tori Seagraves in Milton, CoastTV News.
Another development nearby is getting worked on in Milton. Today, workers were cutting down trees for the proposed Cannery Village apartment complex. The complex is planning to have 96 apartments, and it's part of a third phase of expansion for already existing Cannery Village neighborhood.
The Rehoboth Beach Board of Commissioners is set to meet next week to discuss a range of topics, including going over preliminary recommendations from the Rossi Group on parking and transportation as it relates to the ongoing parking and transportation survey. Commissioners are planning to review and possibly change codes for outdoor dining in public spaces. Also under consideration is allowing leashed dogs on Deauville Beach from sunrise to 8 a.m. and extending dates or hours when dogs are allowed on the boardwalk. The meeting is scheduled for December 4th at 9 a.m.
The city of Lewis is hosting a workshop on Thursday at 10 a.m. The council is planning to go over the request from mayor to relocate to the Green Hill Light Historic Site, where a lighthouse used to be at the end of Pilottown Road. Mayor is also looking to add an educational facility and make more room for rescued animals like seal pups and sea turtles. The city is also considering banning the manufacturing and sale of marijuana within some city limits and allowing it in some spaces. Two possible proposals there. City also could take action on extending Quest Adventures contract for another year for bonfires and beach accessories.
Staying in Lewis, some improvements for bicyclists are up for review tomorrow. According to city officials, the Bicycle and Pedestrian Advisory Committee may take action on the Bike Corral mural project. The goal of the project would be to beautify the area at the corner of Savannah Road and Gills Neck Road. Another initiative the committee is looking into is the status and cost of bike maps for routes in Lewis. The committee is meeting at 6 p.m. Tuesday in City Hall.
Seaford is having its marijuana public hearing tomorrow at 7:05 p.m. Mayor David Genshaw says council is expected to vote on the ordinance. The ordinance plans to ban the production and sales of recreational marijuana within certain town limits.
Dewey Beach could be tweaking its gambling rules. According to the town's website, a gambling ordinance is being discussed. As wordage says, except for state lotteries and nonprofits, gambling is prohibited within town limits. A comment on the code asked if it allows for the sale of lottery tickets like Mega Millions, and if not, could it be amended? Another comment suggests that's reviewed and recommended. The town is meeting tomorrow at 4 p.m.
A big deal in our area, DNREC set to kick off sales tomorrow for the 2024 Delaware State Parks annual passes and surf fishing permits. Now, annual passes and those surf fishing tags can be bought at any state park office or DNREC's Dover campus during regular business hours from 8 to 4 on weekdays. Now, there's no cap on permits to drive on once again. This year, DNREC made that reservation system they tried last year permanent. You can also order your permits online. That link can be found on our website, WRDE-CoastTVnews.com.
And now let's take a live look outside into West Ocean City. It's a cold evening out there along the coast, so you might want to bundle up if you're heading outside. Our First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams joins us now with a look at our forecast. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening. Well, if tonight doesn't convince you to bundle up, okay. But the next couple of nights, you will be convinced. Mother Nature's going to speak it loud and clear. Too cold to play around. But right now, we're okay, tolerable. I mean, we're holding at about 41 degrees. With the wind staying relatively calm, it just feels like 41 degrees. But the winds are going to pick up, and the temperature's about to take a nosedive. But not necessarily so much tonight, although we will dip into the mid-30s under mainly clear skies. But take a look at this. For example, now that we have a gale wind warning in effect, we're watching out for about 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts along the shore for all of basically the Delmarva Peninsula area. So winds are really going to be gusting, and they're going to be primarily coming out of the northwest. So we're talking about an Arctic stiff and very vibrant breeze. We'll talk about how the wind from the northwest is going to combine with the temperatures falling below freezing, and just how serious a winter coat you might need to pull out. Maddie.
Paul, thank you. Well, take a look at this. These rolled up mats you're going to see on your screen, they may not look like much, but come this summer, the city of Rehoboth Beach is expected to place Moby maps around 400 feet of the beach. That's where beach wheelchairs are available for additional accessibility.
The Woodland Ferry in Seaford is closed for the night. The ferry crosses the Nanticoke River at Woodland Church Road. DelDOT says the ferry should reopen tomorrow at 7 a.m. New in Georgetown, a business closed its doors for good this afternoon due to a roadwork project that is taking up the land. Live in Georgetown is Coast TV News reporter Charles Reinert. The restaurant has been there for a long time.
Mallory, I'm standing in front of what was once a pretty busy fast food restaurant here on Route 113, and you can see behind me here, it's gone completely dark. There's not a soul in there getting something to eat right now. That's because this Hardee's closed down its doors for good this afternoon. Now, according to the owners, this land has been acquired by the state in order to build an overpass here at routes 404 and 113. The owners added that to their understanding, other businesses on the intersection, such as the Arby's down the street, have already closed due to construction sometime last week. Now, majority of the employees here are being transferred to other Hardee's locations, so they won't be out of the job, but the owners are sad to see this location close.
Been here operating for about 28 years, and before that, Hardee's corporate operated for about 12 years before that. So the restaurant's been here over 40 years.
DelDOT was not available for a comment today. However, we have been told in the past that this overpass does aim to fix safety concerns at the intersection of 113 and 404 and will be complete sometime in 2024. I'm Charles Reinert, live in Georgetown, Coast TV News.
Thank you, Charles. And that brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, which impact do you think that the Georgetown overpass will have? We have to take a look at our updated results now.
A lot of change since we last ran this poll.
Yes.
65% now say they have environmental concerns. Only 27% now are voting for traffic improvement, which was the majority the last time around.
That's right, and it could change again, because if you haven't voted yet, you still can at coasttvnews.com or on our mobile app. We'll have updated results again on Coast TV News at 11.
December 21st is the date set for the special election for State Representative District 37, which is the Millsboro-Georgetown area. The election is being held following the resignation of former Representative Ruth Briggs King. Republican Ruth Briggs King resigned when she moved outside the current district boundaries. The date for early voting is set for December 8th and the 11th through the 14th from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. and December 15th through the 19th from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., all at the Department of Elections in Georgetown.
The date for the annual election for Frankfort Town Council has been set for February 3rd from 1 to 4 p.m. The town says it's looking for 3 council members for a 2-year term. Eligible candidates have until January 12th to file for candidacy.
The Milford Police Department is partnering with the Milford State Service Center to host a Narcan training. The department's behavioral health unit will teach the public how to use a Narcan to save lives in opioid overdose situations. The medication is used to reverse the effects of an opioid overdose. It can be administered as a nasal spray or an injection. The training is December 15th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. We have a lot more news to get to this Monday evening.
Winter is upon us. How you can be prepared for the upcoming chill.
Oh, and speaking of that chill, hold on to your hat. A bitterly cold breeze is about to make its presence felt, and I'll show you where the Arctic air is and what I'm tracking at this hour.
But first, Small Business Saturday this past weekend will show you how the day was for businesses in our area. We're back in just 60 seconds.
Get your new roof from All Exteriors now with 25% off your full roofing or siding replacement and free financing for 12 months.
Call All Exteriors for a same-day or Saturday appointment and get your quote on the spot.
Call All Exteriors now.
Flu season brings the constant caroling of sneezing, sniffling, and whining children. 30% of people infected with influenza do not know it, making it easy to infect others, especially young children. Your best shot? A flu vaccination for yourself and those you love. Your Dachshund offers flu shots 7 days a week, no appointment needed. Flu shots for veterans are always free. Get your flu shot today. Your Dachshund, in partnership with Tidal Health.
The holidays are a time for giving, so All Exteriors is going up on the housetop to give one lucky Delmarva homeowner a new roof, free. Enter our holiday housetop giveaway by December 14th at allexteriorsmd.com.
Every year, small business.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
Every year, Small Business Saturday is an opportunity for people to show their support to local businesses, something that local businesses really need.
Coast TV News and Telemundo Delmarva reporter Ana Sofia Roman shows us how this day was for small businesses in our area.
Giselle Agdag has owned MD Fashion in Rehoboth Beach for the past 5 years. She says Saturday was the busiest they have been compared to previous years as they sold hundreds of pieces.
We were 2 people here and we didn't stop it. We were always like packing stuff and we were always like helping the people. Yeah, like we didn't stop even 1 minute.
However, sales at Super Tienda Chela in Georgetown were down on Saturday, but they did see a spike in sales in previous days because of Thanksgiving Day.
On Tuesday, it started in the afternoon. On Wednesday, there were a lot of sales. Then on Thursday, there were sales. As I would say, it was a crazy sale.
Sweaters, blankets, and sleepers were the items that Women's Boutique sold the most.
It was really, really good, and people just like supporting us, and this is like so good for us because we are the small business. Yeah, we need like our local people.
Agdag hopes to receive the same support from customers during the rest of the holiday season. In Rehoboth Beach, I'm Ana Sofia Roman, Coast TV News.
After 8 years in Rehoboth Beach, the breakfast and brunch restaurant Casey's Delights is moving. The restaurant's last day on Rehoboth Avenue was Sunday. The restaurant told Coast TV News it's moving to Millsboro. Its new location is expected to open in January.
An assault of icy air is underway. How will this gust impact your plans? The details are coming up.
It hardly ever snows at our house this time of year, which can be a big bummer. But I still check every day, just in case. My mom says never give up, because the holidays are full of miracles. And they are, especially with my mom.
You're always there for them, and we're always here for you. Food Lion, here for every moment.
Farmers are superheroes, true conservationists. We are using soil health practices to help fight climate change. Soil health farmers are working today to protect tomorrow, using regenerative agriculture and climate-smart practices like no-till and cover crops to improve soil health. Healthy soils sequester carbon, improve water quality, and produce sustainable, nutrient-rich food. Soil health farmers are working today to keep Delmarva a beautiful place for generations to come.
Hey Delmarva, this is MJ Laughlin with Red Tag Savings at IG Burton Chevrolet in Melford, Seaford, Lewis, and Berlin. Get 1.9% financing on Silverado or Equinox, plus no payments for 90 days. Or take home a new 2024 Chevy Equinox for just $228 per month. Come see us today at any IG Burton Chevrolet location in Melford, Seaford, Lewis, or Berlin, or online at igburton.com for all the details. Nobody beats a Burton deal. Nobody.
Help solve the homeless pet problem by opening your home to a new furry friend. The Brandywine Valley SPCA presents the largest mega adoption event in the country. Hundreds of animals are ready to go home that same day. Adoption fees have been reduced to $35 and include microchipping, vaccinations, spaying, and neutering. Bring the whole family on December 9th and 10th from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. at all Brandywine Valley SPCA locations and participating partner shelters. For more information, visit megaadopt.com.
Tomorrow at 4 on Coast Life, get ready for a festive home transformation with our Christmas decorating insights. Also, empowering get home safely self-defense tips and inspiring mom moments to cherish. Coast Life tomorrow at 4 on Coast TV.
Say hello to Henry Winkler and the teen who made history at her high school. Plus, this little one will have you laughing.
Help my girl find a husband.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show.
Tuesday at 2 on Coast TV.
That chill in the air, that's our introduction as to what we anticipate happening in the next, let's say, 12 to 36 hours. And it's going to become more pronounced in a couple of days than even how it feels right now. Courtesy of our Boardwalk Plaza camera, we're actually at 42 degrees with the winds now moving out of the northwest at about 2 miles per hour. Temperatures, well, we're going to stay clear for tonight, and temperature with winds relatively light. So that combination is going to set us up for the temperatures to slow steadily into the mid to lower 30s. Now, the winds, they are more than just a nuisance. Now we have a gale wind warning. That's in effect along the entire Sussex County coast from Lewis to Rehoboth Beach down towards Ocean View, all the way down towards Chincoteague. Now, this is going to stay active along this entire portion of the coast. So this isn't talking about a wind warning here. We're talking about 45 mile per hour gusts. So we're talking about some very active winds here, nothing to play around with. In addition to that, inland, fortunately, we're not concerned about any kind of storm system to go along with these winds, but there is a caveat to this, and that being that we're looking at the temperatures dropping dramatically along with this wind. So that's where our problems come into play as far as the forecast is concerned. It's going to look just fine. It's going to feel far from fine. Temperatures right now, we're at 40. We're at 42 degrees, for example, in Redden. 39 in Milton right now, in case you're there. 41 Lewis, 42 in Selbyville, and 40 degrees in Ocean City. What does it feel like compared to yesterday? Well, we're 10 degrees colder in Salisbury, 16 degrees colder in Wallops Island, and in Ocean City. That's just the beginning. The ball is just getting the roll here. We're going to be chilly for tonight, so take your long sleeves and your hat for tonight. And in fact, overnight, we're looking for temperatures in the 30s, but out of the west at about 4 to 8 miles per hour. So these 30s and low 40s really going to start feeling like the 30s just about all the way around. You see, Tuesday morning, we wake up to temperatures near freezing or slightly below. Then the winds pick up momentum by Tuesday afternoon, making these mid-30s feel like the 20s. In the middle of the day with all this beautiful sunshine, but it's not going to bundle up. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say over and over again. Wednesday morning, really bundle up because it's going to feel like the teens by then. I'll show you in a moment. First of all, frost and freeze concerns. We could possibly see a hard freeze Wednesday and Thursday morning because we're going to drop into the 20s. Now let's talk about how it feels like, or the wind chill factor. It's going to feel like 19. It's going to feel like 16. That's just a preview as to just how cold it's going to feel. So for tonight, it's 30 degrees and clear. Tomorrow, a high of only 38 degrees. Wednesday morning, brace yourself, okay? That's when it's going to feel like the teens Wednesday morning. And thanks to the sunshine, we'll warm to 40 degrees. Here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling Extended Forecast. Crazy cold again. Finally, normal weather with a little rain by the time Friday rolls around. And the weekend, at least we're going to warm up into the weekend.
Paul, thank you. Delaware Governor John Carney declared this week Winter Awareness Week in the state. DEMA, DelDOT, and the National Weather Service and county emergency agencies teaming up to share information to help people prepare and stay safe in the coming months. The state is recommending people dress in layers appropriate for the conditions and learn the signs of hypothermia and frostbite, especially with the forecast tomorrow. Build and stock a basic emergency kit and car emergency kit in case your car breaks down. Blankets, hoodies there. Prepare your home and car for extreme cold temperatures. Weatherproof your house and keep your oil and gas up in your car. Most importantly, please download our Coast TV News First Alert weather apps. You can hear all those freeze, frost warnings and alerts.
The town of Ocean City has a Christmas parade coming up. The 40th annual Christmas parade will march on this Saturday, starting at 11 a.m. on Old Landing Road. The event will feature more than 60 units, including high school bands, antique cars, and of course, colorful holiday floats.
The holiday season is upon us. The Bless Our Children campaign is in full swing. Already, we've collected over $81,000 to help provide Christmas for children who might otherwise go without. But as we all know, this year is creating hardship for many more people, and the need for help is even larger.
Our Christmas tree is up in our newsroom, and we're starting to fill it with Christmas cards for our Bless Our Children campaign. This one that just came in the mail is from Mark and Jenny Fisher of Fenwick Island, Delaware. Thank you so much for your Christmas card. If you would like to send us a card or donate to our Bless Our Children campaign, you can visit blessourchildren.org. And the holiday season is here, so with that comes many fun activities for people of all ages to enjoy, like the holiday lights and decorations put up all over Delmarva. Take a look at your screen. We received a wonderful holiday house from Rehoboth Beach. You can see the Christmas trees and the lights. How festive that's decorated there. The fireplace decorated elegantly with holiday decorations. We would love to see how you decorate your home for the holidays. Look at your screen here. You can send us your pictures and videos to coasttvnews.com/holidayhouse.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good evening, sports fans. For the first time in over 40 years, Cape Henlopen football is heading to the state championship this week. The Vikings will face Salesianum on Friday at 7 p.m. at the University of Delaware. And what a postseason it's been for the Vikings. They fell to Dover during the regular season, but in the first round of the playoffs, they defeated Dover by 5. They also got dominated by Sussex Central during the regular season, and then 6 weeks later in the semifinals, they defeated Central 46-14 to get to the state championship. And on top of all that, Old Dominion commit Markai James had 5 touchdowns in that win. Now looking forward to this Friday, Cape will try to cap off their historic season with a state title. And they are taking on the Sallies, who are 11-1 on the season and defeated Smyrna by 1 in the first round and knocked off Middletown 24-14 in the semifinals. And tune in to the Delmarva Sports Network for coverage all week long of that Delaware 3A state title game, plus Stephen Decatur football taking on Huntingtown in the 2A state championship at Navy 7 p.m. on Thursday. That'll do for sports. Have a great night.
Soaring Over the Shore is brought to you by Morse Roofing and Siding.
An important part for Ocean City and the drive to at the Isle of Wight Bay is just as important for nature as it is for tourism. Between Route 90 and Route 50 is this beautiful bay. Over half of the canals adjacent to the coastal bays are in the Isle of Wight, and 3 creeks lead into this body of water. It's a geographic unifier and also home to boaters, jet skiers, fishermen, anybody who wants to get on the water in Worcester County.
Delmarva's Holiday House is brought to you by Bay to Beach Builders.
Oh, porches. Hello, aren't you the guy I see on TV, the porch protection guy?
Yeah,
So they're made of marine grade materials that last for years?
Yeah.
And they say I could use my porch all year round?
I think so.
And they keep the dirt, pollen, and rain and wind out? And the custom made right here locally?
They are.
I got to run, but it was really nice talking to you.
Well, it was nice talking to you too.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
Your Christmas variety station, The Duck.
Wow! But I thought you were getting a used car. This is BMW certified. I thought you weren't having the annual party this year. Hey, why BMW certified?
It's backed by a BMW certified warranty. They use 100% genuine BMW parts. 360-degree vehicle inspection.
There's used, there's certified, and then there's BMW certified.
Test drive a BMW certified vehicle at IG Burton BMW in Milford.
Local businesses are the lifeblood of our communities.
When you're shopping for gifts this holiday season, please buy local.
I'm Paige.
And I'm Leah from Coast Life, and we're urging you to buy from businesses on Delmarva this holiday season.
Whether it be cars, toys, or furniture.
When you shop local, you support your local community, you protect local jobs, and you strengthen the local economy.
So let's use our buying power.
Because together, we make Delmarva stronger.
Weather shapes our lives. At Coast TV, our First Alert weather team is always at work.
We have a strong line to begin to press its way through.
Coverage that prioritizes you.
Disrespect any closed beaches.
The First Alert weather team, your safety, our commitment.
Feel the magic of the season as you wander your way through an immersive winter wonderland at Ocean City, Maryland's Winterfest of Lights. Let imagination flourish at Northside Park with thousands of twinkling lights and larger-than-life animated Christmas scenes. Sip hot chocolate, snap a photo with Santa, and enjoy the array of holiday exhibits under the illuminating holiday lights. Find your magic at Winterfest of Lights, an Ocean City, Maryland family tradition. Open November 16th through December 31st. Get tickets at OCOcean.com or Northside Park.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
I think the forecast is to the point where we need to have a real heart-to-heart. So here we go. Tuesday is going to be really cold. We're only going to get up to 38 degrees. You see this 23 here? I want you to throw this 23 out the window, and I want you to think 16, because that's what it's going to feel like. So we've had our talk. Please change your wardrobe accordingly.
Paul, thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app. The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we'll see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.